What's going on, everybody? What's going on, folks? And how we doing? My name is David, and I'm your beautiful, legendary host of this legendary podcast, the D-constructing Topic podcast. All right, I'm not in the jungle. I'm in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico, and I'm in an area where there's still tropics within chaos. Here, walking down, enjoying doing this little podcast, and I'm walking in. It's a beautiful thing that I got a rainbow in front of me. I got clouds, blue skies, birds, little gecko lizards. What else? We got not that much human beings because everybody's like driving a car. So I guess I'm the only human being that is walking on the streets, but doing this beautiful podcast. And once again, welcome to the legendary podcast of the Deconstructing Topics. And what's going on? And I got a good one. And you already know my how can I say my podcast? My legendary podcast. We're trying to bring people together, think on their own. We already know we only have each other, but we make it happen. And in this episode, I just want to, how can I say, emphasize to people. And this is going to be a little inspired, once again, another inspired episode by the things that I experience in my life, especially coming across people. And in this case, we got this little episode I always emphasize to people. And I know a lot of people that I know that have this wonderful talent where they got their own little business. They don't have their business, but they want to do something, whether you want to do a little comic book, whether you want to do this, whether you want to do writing, whether you want to, do tumblers, whatever your vocation or your skill is, sometimes there's people that hold back. And I always tell people the power of networking is very, very real, especially me, that I do podcasts and I love networking. And I just want to emphasize that when I was coming to Puerto Rico in the airport, I took the overnight flight so I could get here a little bit early. But life threw me with a curveball, and the plane was delayed for 1 hour. Now, one would say, geez, 1 hour. My flight was supposed to leave at 11. I was leaving at midnight. So, you're going to be in the airport. I'm already in the airport already for like 5 hours already. You know what I mean? What's another hour, right? But what's interesting is this, and for those people, I belong in a union. And I see this elder gentleman messing around with these camera equipment, nice camera. And we started talking. And we talking, and I see that he's with his family, his kid and grandkid. And we talking to come and find out he's a retired worker from the union that I belong to. And that's an interesting thing because we started talking about so many things, so wonderful things. And this gentleman was like, now that I'm retired, I want to take pictures. I love taking pictures. I mean, the dude had the whole thing, and that was his thing. That was his passion. And that was what he wanted to do after 30-something years of working, now getting a pension. He was like, you know what? I just want to travel. I want to travel with my family and so on. So then I started talking to one of his children. And as we talking to come and find out that the individual, she's an owner of a chocolate company that makes these chocolate dip. Hopefully, once again, this episode that is inspired by that conversation, the fact that we was able to exchange information, follow each other on the socials. So like that, hey, listen, hopefully she'll give me the okay for me to give a shout out, that little promotion and so on. And then just the fact that, it's interesting because, I think her motto was like, hey, listen, whenever you're in doubt, why not have a chocolate? Have something with chocolate. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you'd be like, that's clever. But the fact that you went the power of networking, this is what you do. Because once again, people understand the meaning of network. A network is a channel of different things that just grow. If you look at everything in life, just about so many things in life, everything gets connected like a network. In order to get there, you got to get there. You know what I mean? And for me to be able to kind of, once again, be in a situation, I'm in the airport, I'm delayed. How can I say? Let's just say I had a couple of adult beverage. They were good. But, how can I say? It's always a shame when it comes to drinking adult beverages that once you start the party must continue. If the party kind of takes a pause, a little stop, then you already know you're going to kind of crash out. So I'm in the airport once again, was kind of feeling like crashing out. Just the fact that I came across this gentleman and we have that conversation. And, sometimes with me, and I say me, and then when I say me, think about you, that person out there that you're listening to right now. Hit that subscribe button. When I say subscribe, follow my channel. Because sometimes I had to explain to a couple of people, even my beloved family members. They think like, you hit the subscribe button and you got to pay. It's like, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple, I'm on all these different platforms. Let me just emphasize, just hit that follow button, whatever it is. There's no cost to it. I tell you this much. You'll learn a lot by subscribing to my channel, following me, sharing it to those people around, and educate people that when you hit the sub button, doesn't mean that you're paying for something. Damn, I had to explain that to a couple of people, even close people of my family that I love dearly. I'm like, no, you don't. I had to explain them. What does that mean? Once again, because once you follow my channel, after this, you're going to start thinking, let me see. I got skills. I always wanted to do this. Or I do have a little small business, or I do have a little small thing, or I have one of my socials, and I'm just saying in general, I know a couple of the young brothers and sisters that they have their Instagram art page, solely for that. I know how it is, you know what I mean? That's why you got to reach out. The subscription, all the information is in the description, my email, my social, all that good stuff. I'm looking to expand. I'll leave my information in regards to other things. But the fact that networking is very key, because what's the whole point? Sometimes I said to myself, what's the point of having this skill, right? Let's say whether you're writing, let's say with the family here, the young lady with the chocolate thing, you want to dip everything into chocolate? We heard that concept before. But what makes you different? You know what I mean? See, and that's where the network comes in. If you're telling me that you're going to dip something else in chocolate, what are you going to dip? What's your idea? But the fact that it's creative to think that sometimes you don't necessarily have to kind of say to somebody, hey, listen, have this strawberry dipped chocolate. You see, what I'm getting from the young sister was, it ain't about just the chocolate, it's about that emotion of what you need that could ease you. And it is true. You have a little bit of strawberry, dip in chocolate, whatever it is that you want to dip in chocolate, just the sweetness, just those ingredients, that sometimes it eased that soul for you to feel like, wow, I needed that. You know what I mean? And it's just like my podcast as we speak. When you listening to my podcast, it's like sometimes it's like that soothing thing, like, wow, hey, besides my voice that is soothing, me. The fact that sometimes in life, we don't necessarily need to go and out there, do the beard thing all the time. We don't need to do that little alcohol. We don't need to do certain things just to ease you. Just a little bit of chocolate would be good. A little bit of listening to D-constructing Topics podcast voice. Ooh, it's soothing. Just to, for those people that are into the aromatherapy, I suggest that those who can invest into aromatherapy. It's not that much. You get an infusion, put some water, little bit of oil, get some of that tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil, peppermint oil, whatever oil, maybe chocolate oil, maybe the young sister that I came across on the airport with the family, maybe she does have chocolate oil. I don't know. I gotta hit her up now, do you? It's gonna be smelling like chocolate all day. I'm gonna be in the mood, and I'm gonna have that sweet tooth. You already know. For those who knows that reference about sweet tooth, if you ever play that game, Twisted Metal, or if you ever watch the show, Sweet Tooth is a clown that. But the fact that sweet tooth means that, hey, listen, sometimes you need that, and sometimes it's not necessarily that sweet tooth. Sometimes you need that comfort, because remember, in our darkest moment, in our darkest day, in our good days, and our bad days, but especially the bad days, where do you dip yourself into? Indulge yourself in? I say, why not? A little bit of that chocolate love, you know what I mean? So that's what's going on. But once again, I just want to emphasize how we got there and how we could get there. And basically, that's the Power Network. Once again, I told people, reach out to me if you got something that you want me to advertise. I want to say, hey, free promotion. It's better than no promotion. I got you. Because we need to kind of raise those independent people. We need to be out there because, hey, listen, sometimes we trying to warn people out there that want to go, with all due respect to these big conglomerate. You want to hear something good, but yeah, you turn on the TV and you go out there and listen to these big corporation moguls, whatever, trying to hype you up. At the end of the session, they tell you, hey, listen, I got a secret for you. Just get volume 2. It's only going to cost you $200 for the first installment of 10 seconds of something that you don't need, but you think you need. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing that I'm here. I'm trying to preach that, hey, think on your own. Let's build our communities together. Because sometimes, it's always that thing that when you do and you open up and you think about it and have confidence, you believe in yourself, that say, wow, I think I could make a good comic book. And it only takes this one page. Sometimes don't think about the book. So, hey, takes one page. It starts with page 1. Believe me, from page 1, we'll go to page 2. Drop that page 1. Let's see how people feel. If they're interesting, you already know. You're on a mission for page 2. Young sister out there with the chocolate, you already know. Strawberry dip chocolate, where are we going next? Pear? What else we put in? We put in a turkey leg on that sucker? We put in some chocolate on that? We don't know. But we won't know until we find out. And in this podcast, hey, listen, our subscriptions, our followers, our viewers are increasing by each episode. And yes, there are times that there are episodes where I could get a couple. Then there are episodes that I get 1,000. But it's always that thing. It's always that mission for me. When I network, is that I'm talking about everything and all that so I could put it all in this beautiful podcast so that you, my legendary listeners out there who's been supporting me and always will support me because I support you. I love you all. We always have to think about how to help each other. And networking is the key to success in many cases. So bless y'all. We making it happen once again. We doing our thing. It's a beautiful thing. Just to think I was there in that airport. You ever never know, for those people that flight 6 hours in an airport, you'd be like, ah! But something beautiful came out of there. And I'm pretty sure that's going to turn legendary for each time I network with somebody or something or whatever the case might be. So you already know I'm out of here. Much love. Shout out to the chocolate dip people. Those who love chocolate, I got you. I got your back. Let's make it happen. And I'm out of here. Peace.